Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am gonna test and review a foundation from BPERFECT. And I also have the concealer, so I'm talking about this one, the Chroma Cover Matte Foundation, and the concealer from the same range. So if you wanna see how this will behave on my face and my final thoughts about it, of course, just keep on watching. I know I look crazy at the moment, but bear with me. So I've done an eyeshadow tutorial as well with the eyeshadow palette from Beauty Bay. This is called the Berries one. If you want to see my finished look and my final thoughts about this eyeshadow palette and how I created the look as well, you can check the other video, which I'm going to list in the description box. Now going back to the foundation, the packaging, gorgeous. So this is the BPERFECT Chroma Cover Matte Foundation. It has a bottle, a glass bottle. This is how it looks like. First of all, it comes with a pump, which is really great. Glass, as I mentioned, it feels really bougie and heavy, and not heavy, you know, high end kind of. I like the, you know, looks really silhouette-y and stuff. This is in the shade N2, by the way, and it has 30 mils, so it's a standard size for the foundation. So let's see what it says on the box. Now this is the Chroma Definition Purity of Color. This is what it says on the back, and it's a weightless, full coverage matte finish foundation. And it's skin optimizing ingredients combined together with concentrated pigment, ensuring longevity and matte finish. And it has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. So yeah, this sounds perfect for my skin tone because I'm oily. Combination, it depends on the mood of my skin, but most of the time I need a foundation that lasts, because after a few hours it's gonna melt off my face. So going back to the bottle, as I did mention, it has a pump and mine is in the shade 2N. Let's see how it's gonna behave. I'm gonna try today a brush and I'm gonna try a sponge as well. I'm curious if I have the shade correctly, because I watched a YouTube tutorial before this, before I ordered it. And first of all, I wanted to order 3N and I thought it's gonna be too dark for me, but I think this one is too light for me now. So we'll see if I have to color correct it or not. So I have maybe 2 pumps. Now I have 2 pumps. Maybe that was because a full pump, as you can see, is 2 pumps. It looks quite thick, first of all. So I'm gonna take one of these brushes. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty different. In here it feels a bit more, in here it's straight, and here it's, I don't know if you can see it, how it's actually cut. So I'm gonna use this part in here to, you know, to combine and use it on my face. It feels really fluffy. I've just ordered this online. I'm gonna link that as well. Really thick on first impression. So I'm gonna start with the center of my face first of all. And yes, it does have coverage. Shade is a bit off. Working around my nose. It applies alright with the brush as well. And yes, it has coverage. I'm curious if those 2 pumps will be enough for my whole face. I actually like this brush, to be fair. You just have to take the smallest amount and drag the product across your face. This is really good around your nose, to be fair, because I always get around my nose is always a tricky, you know, to get the product there. And I haven't used the whole pump. I've just used probably almost all of it, but not all of it. So with the sponge, seems to be right as well. Let's see. This seems to have a higher coverage a bit. Somebody compared this with the soft matte from NARS. No, it's not the same consistency at all. This feels more dewy, a bit more heavier. That one is more liquidy, because this is really thick. And I think I've used too much, we'll see. I've literally applied 2 pumps, and I think, look how much I still have left. So I don't know why they're saying it's lightweight. It's thick, and it's definitely not lightweight. It's not liquidy or anything. And I just applied a layer. I don't want to apply the rest of it. I think I still have here almost a pump left, and I don't want to use it on my face because I think it's going to cake up more. Next I do have a concealer from them, and again this is called the Chroma Conceal Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade C1. For some reason, when I saw it online, because I bought it from beautybay.com, I thought I need a really bright, but this is almost white. So, I don't know what to say. It's really light, guys. This is extremely light. The shade description was a bit confusing. Every time when you buy online, it's gonna happen this way. So, let's see. It's too light. It's really light. I don't know if this is gonna work out, but we'll have to try for the sake of this video. Seems quite liquidy. So this one feels a bit more lightweight than the foundation. And hopefully it's not gonna be too light because it's gonna be a disaster. If these two formulas are not going well together, that will be a disaster because usually they should. So let's brighten up a bit here. I've used the smallest amount, guys. I hope I'm gonna get it enough courage, because it's definitely lighten up my foundation. So let's see. It definitely brightened up my under eye area, but it doesn't have the coverage as I want to. Let's just apply some more and destroy this makeup for good. Apply a bit in here, in here, and that's it. Let's see, because that's the darkest area I have. Now the foundation seems to dry out, which is good. Just let me turn off a bit of this lighting because I want to see. Look, on the dark one, you can see it's brightening, but not crazy. So it did blend it up quite alright, to be fair. And now that you can see the shade as well, did it oxidize? Not really. To be fair, I think this is a good match. I was scared that it's not gonna match me. It's not gonna match me when I tan, of course. But at the moment, seems to be a good match. At the moment. So let's turn this on again. Not too much, but just slightly. But yeah, so far so good. It did started to sink into the skin. I still have a bit of a glow on the foundation, but first when I applied it looked really weird. It seemed that it emphasized all my pores, but now it seems that it's blending into my skin and setting itself. It's starting to look a bit more nice. So hopefully this will actually look good on me. Now I'm gonna go and finish the rest of my face, and I will come back with the finished look and of course my final thoughts about this foundation and this concealer I tried today. Okay, so I'm back with the finished look. I did wanted to wear a wig today because I wasn't bothered to wash my hair, and I think this color is really nice. Should I dye my hair? I mean, dye it, just make it blonde, because I had it blonde before, but I didn't have it this long. Anyway, I'm gonna just destroy it again. Going back to the foundation. To be fair, it looks nice. So, if you can see the close-up, Still no separation near my nose, which that's good. This never happened before, for a foundation to actually not separate around my nose. And I have this for about an hour now, because I was trying to complete my my eye look and everything, and it took me quite a while, but it looks nice. Now I think it just blended together really nicely with the rest of the products. The concealer, it doesn't seem to crease at all. I'm just looking in the mirror in the same time. Sorry if I'm not looking in the camera at the moment. But being this light, I expect it to look horrible, to actually look really horrible on my face, which it didn't. It blended so nicely with the foundation. And I think this is a good a good, not price match, a good match on my skin tone. It doesn't seem to oxidize, which I'm impressed, because usually most of the foundations I've tried are oxidizing, but this one is not. It's just a bit in this area around my mouth, slightly is cakey, but not hugely. So this is not definitely a skin-like foundation. They didn't say it's a skin matte, but they said it's light weight, which is not. You can feel it on the face, you can see it on the face. But I'm not bothered because I'm used with this type of looks anyway. And I like it how it looks like. Recently I've tried different foundations and I've discovered a lot of them that actually looks more skin-like. So of course I would prefer to have it a more skin-like foundation. But this, if you go on an event, I think will be absolutely fine. No issues. And as I said, I'm surprised it didn't crack around my nose at all. That's it for today, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, of course, if you tried this foundation and how it's behaving on your skin, because of course every skin type is different, and I'm really curious how it did behave on your skin. I am oily, combination, sometimes it depends of my skin's mood, but every time after a few hours my skin turned oily anyway, and it can be dry in some areas. But I'm looking for a long wear foundation, so let me know if you tried it and how it behaved, and if you look cakey in some areas, like on my area and here on my face, around my mouth, or if you don't have any issues. So yeah, I would like to know your experience with it, if you actually tried it. Also, if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this every week. I will really appreciate your support. And also if you give your thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you again for watching, guys, and you take care, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye.